Hey guys, what's up? George here, aka T-WreckSs, bringing you another Raid Shadow Legends video, and in today's video I am bringing you the ultimate free-to-play guide. We're going to run through all different aspects of the game. We're going to talk about different resources and how to best prepare yourself to play free-to-play. Now, whether you're starting the game and you want to be free-to-play, whether you're already playing the game and you want to be free-to-play, or whether you have been a pay-to-play player like myself and have decided to cut the spending either down or completely. I haven't bought anything in the game for a week now. That's not to say I won't be buying things in the game in the future. Battle Pass Season 2 when that eventually hits, sometimes the gem packs, but this is going to be a guide to being free-to-play and how to, really make the most out of this game. So the first thing you need to understand going into the game, being free-to-play, is this is a long, grindy game. It's going to take you a while to achieve things in the game because, unfortunately, from Plarium side of stuff, this game is very pay to win. Now, obviously, there's lots of different resources in the game. If we just start on the home page and we go round in a clockwise fashion, you obviously have your name and level up in the corner. And, of course, they're going to pop up packs all the way through this video because it's free to play. You then have your energy bar. And, obviously, when you get to level 60 plus, you'll have 130 energy. Energy in this game is very, very sparse. You get probably about 400 a day for free without doing anything else, and that allows you to play for maybe an hour. So don't expect to be playing this game all day. When you wake up in the morning, obviously your energy will have regenerated. You can see here it regenerates over time up to the maximum, whatever you can hold. Now, that is the first refill. When you wake up in the morning, that's the first amount of energy you'll have for the day. Once you've used that, it takes roughly 6 hours for the energy to fill back up to 130. So if you can use your energy, your 130 energy first in the day, then 6 hours later you'll be able to play a little bit more after you've done all the other things in the game. Next up, you have arena tokens. You get 10 to start off in the day. You will then get another 15 arena tokens throughout the day from completing your daily quests. You then have your tag team arena tokens. If you're new to the game, you won't be playing tag team arena. If you're later on in the game and you're going free to play, you probably already have the champs for this. You get 10 in a day. They replenish like daily, so you don't get them throughout the day. You get 10 fights a day unless you pay gems for them, which I wouldn't suggest doing, especially because this is a free to play guide. Then have your silver. Silver is quite easy to get hold of, but it's very, very easy to spend as well, and we'll come on to why later. And you then get gems. Now, gems are going to be one of the rarer currencies for you as a free-to-play player. And what you want to do with your gems is very specific. There are so many things that draw you into wanting to spend more gems. And as a free-to-play player, it's a really good idea not to be drawn in by these. Again, we'll come to those later, and I'll say when we get to that point. You then have your inbox, which is where, gems or energy refills and things go when you've got no more space. The chat, tournaments, events, packs, which this bit you'll be avoiding completely, hopefully, if you're free to play. Your daily playtime rewards, obviously the battle screen, and everything else along here we'll come to in a minute. So let's first talk about energy. In a day, you'll see that 130 to start. Your daily playtime rewards will give you another energy refill, which will be 130 energy at 1 hour played. So you'll get, that's another set of energy. And then obviously in your quests, in your daily quests, you get another one when you fought in the classic arena 5 times. So that's 5 of your little arena tokens gone. Whether you win or lose, it counts towards that. You get extra energy. As a free-to-play player, you want to be doing your dailies every single day, using energy, purchasing an item in the market, winning campaign battles 7 times. Because once you completed all those, every day you will get yourself 10 gems. And as I said, gems are pretty sparse. Now, if you are planning to play this game for more than 100 days, so we're talking at least 150 days plus, then one of the first things I would do as a free-to-play player is to unlock the gem mine. Now, you'll need to save up your gems to do that, and it costs quite a bit of money. I think it's 1,500 gems total. I think it's 500 gems per level, and there's 3 levels, and that will give you 15 gems per day over the course of the time of the day. Now, that will take 100 days to pay for the 1,500 gems that you spent on it, and then after that, every gem you get is pure profit, and you will then have gems coming in. Now, I paid for this a year into playing the game. I wish I'd done it earlier, but I didn't, and my 100 days is actually coming up today. As I film this is the 14th of July. My 100 days is in August, so I will finally have paid off my gem mine. But that's definitely one of the things you might want to consider as a free-to-play player. Now again, this is all personal opinion. You don't have to do anything I suggest in this game, but it will help you. Now, another thing you might want to consider doing is, if you have Excel or numbers, is creating a spreadsheet to keep track of all your resources. Yes, you can do it in game, but it's much easier if you have it listed out and you just tweak the numbers every day as you play. Something I wouldn't consider doing as a free-to-play player is unlocking any more in the sparring pit. Now, as I said, I've been a pay-to-play player for quite a while, and I haven't bothered unlocking my other sparring pit slots. I haven't even leveled up the first slot because it's expensive and it doesn't really give you much in terms of return. I can put a person in here, and yes, it takes a long time for them to level up, but that's a character I'm not using until I need them. So I just stick them in there and I get them rolling just in the basic level 1 first slot. So you've done your dailies, you're doing your weeklies, and you're doing your monthlies. That will give you XP, it will give you energy, and it will give you shards. Now, you will get gems for the daily. Every week you will get an ancient shard, and every month, once you've completed everything, you will get a void shard and a sacred shard. Now, this for the new players, the players that are turning free to play, you already know, it's a really good idea to save your shards. You don't want to be opening your shards as you get them unless you desperately need a specific character. And if you need a specific rare character, you've got quite a high chance. I mean, it's not high, it's 1.4%, but you have a chance of getting rares from mystery shards. So you're actually better off cracking the mystery shards. Now, where can you get mystery shards? You'll get them everywhere in the game, dungeons, campaign, but you can also get them in the market. And obviously one of your dailies is to buy something from the market. I go through and I buy up all the mystery shards because when there are events and tournaments, which I'll come on to in a minute, you can open them and they count as a point, so you can actually complete some of the stuff with just this. So save up your shards. Don't open them as you get. When you first start, open up maybe the first 5 shards you get, but save your voids, save your sacreds, and save your ancient shards. There are events that happen, 2 times events and 10 times events. The 10 times event for a free to play player is almost pointless. The 2 times event is the best time to pull because it takes these rates and it doubles the chance for legendaries and epics on all 3 of these at different times. So it'll either be a sacred event, a void event, or an ancient event. They haven't happened together yet. While we're in the portal, let's just talk about fusions. There's always champions available on the side. Relic Keeper, Broadmoor, and you get to fuse a legendary Raz and Scarhide once in the game. And right now we have a limited time fusion, so 2 weeks and 3 days to fuse this new champion, Cantra the Cyclone. If you're free to play, this is very difficult because in order to get these champions, you either open shards and get lucky, or you have to complete tournaments and events. And if you're free to play, you might as well right now come to the terms with the fact that you're not going to be able to complete events or tournaments and be in the top bracket. You may be able to complete some tournaments, but there are events you will definitely not be able to complete based on the amount of energy and the amount of resources you have at your disposal. As you get further into the game as a free-to-play player and your gem mine is potentially getting you gems, you will be able to use those gems on energy. In the shop, in the gem shop, you can buy XP banners. These are good early game and obviously late game when you can farm quite fast. They help you level characters quickly. Arena refills, not much point unless you are end game pushing for Platinum Arena. You can make do with your 25 battles a day. Energy refills, on the other hand, are probably quite a good investment. Yes, they are 40 gems per refill. That's 130 energy for 40 gems. But you don't just get energy for that. You will get silver from battling in the campaign or in dungeons. But this doesn't really become worth it until you're mid to late game and your energy is up close to that 130 mark. If you're at the point where you've only got 100 energy, yeah, you get 130, but it's not really as worth it. Of course, we then have name changes, potion packs, shard packs, tag arena refills, and clan boss keys. These are not worth buying as a free-to-play player. The shards are not worth buying as a free-to-play player because they are so RNG based that you are very unlikely to get anything good out of those shards. However, again, if you've unlocked the gem mine early in your game and you've been saving hard and you want to splurge on some shards, that's entirely up to you, but it's not the best way to play free-to-play. Avoid looking at these deals if you're free-to-play because although this game is expensive, sometimes they can look like quite a good deal like that. Energy, gems, and silver for 13 Canadian. I'm a Brit, but it comes up Canadian for me for some reason. Is actually quite a good looking deal. But obviously, if you're free to play, if you avoid looking at this, you're going to be less tempted to go pay to play. So you're doing your daily energy every day, you're collecting your daily playtime rewards, and you're doing all your battles, but you need to just focus hard on your resources. So when it comes to champions, obviously you're going to start off with one of the rare starter champions. If you picked Kale, congratulations, I think he is the best starter champion, but if you picked any of the others, they are equally good, they're just not as useful later in the game. You're going to want to save the rares that you get. You're not going to want to use those as food early game. If you're mid or late game, you can start to use duplicate rares as food to level up your champs, but you're mainly going to want to use uncommon and common champions as food champions to level up your champs, because when it does come to a fusion later in the game and you've got more of the rare champions saved up, there's more chance you're going to be able to complete fusions. Now let's talk about the tournaments. As a free-to-play player, you are never going to be competitive in these tournaments. There's a dragon tournament just started in order to get Hellfang. If you look up the side, the rewards are actually awful for this tournament, and the winners, the top 10 winners, don't actually get that much for the amount of effort they put in. Now, if you're running dragon anyway, or you're progressing through the dragon stages for your arbiter missions, as a free-to-play player, these rewards can be nice if you just hit them naturally over 2 days. You're very unlikely to get 2750. Free-to-play is very, very hard to do. I obviously was not, and I fight in Dragon 20. In Dragon 20, it's roughly 1 energy per point as an average. So you're going to be doing 2,750 energy, which is a lot of energy to get that, whereas you could probably get 100,000 silver, maybe 10 gems, possibly the rare book in the 3 days that the tournament runs for, and they're actually quite nice to have as a free-to-play player. Something else someone spoke to me about was when it comes to events, when a 2 times event and stuff like that, they always keep 1 or 2 shards back of each, even if it's a 2 times event for ancients. Let's say you've saved up 25 ancient shards. This person that I know that's free to play only pulls 23 out of 25, and they save 2 because there is always going to be some kind of event or tournament that comes out after that where you're going to need to pull shards, and then you know you've got some there. Artifact enhancement is quite possibly one of the events that a free-to-play player is going to have no problem completing. They often run for 3 or 4 days, and they are purely based on silver and artifacts. Now, you get a lot of silver through fighting the campaign and through the dungeons. I obviously have nothing here, I've spent all mine recently, but you want to save your silver as hard as possible. Being free to play is all about saving. Save your silver up as much as you can. You will get into the tens of millions of silver very, very easily in this game. It's actually very easy to come by. When you get artifacts that are rubbish, you can sell them and you will get silver for them. Again, the same with accessories and even glyphs actually, but I wouldn't suggest selling any glyphs at all. That's for pay to play and free to play players. So save your silver up, because then and level your artifacts on your champions to 11 or to 15. This one's on 13. That's stupid. If this was on 11 or 15, I could just level it 1 level and I'd get big rewards in the artifact enhancement. So make sure you only level your artifacts to where they need to be, and then during an artifact enhancement you can splurge all your silver and you can level up all your 5 and 6 star artifacts to 12 and 16, and you'll get all the big boy points, and you'll be able to pretty easily clear an artifact enhancement event. This is probably one of the best events for a free-to-play player in my opinion. You get extra energy, you get extra gems, sometimes you get champs if it's during a fusion, and you'll get books. Now let's talk about all the things in the tavern. Obviously brews come by, they come down in certain dungeons. They will drop the brews normally in the keeps. Save up your brews, because there will become a point where you get a champion, whether that's luck or from a fusion, and you'll want to crank that champion right up to level 60 straight away. And it's nice to have the brews because it's quick. They are an expensive way to do it, but they are fast. Upgrading the rank, you will get chickens through compensation rewards. Sorry, I couldn't find the word there. When the game goes down and we have problems in the game, quite often they will give us compensation. That is a massive lifeline to free-to-play players. You will get chickens. You want to save them up till you get a game-changing champion. If you don't know what a game-changing champion is, if you pull a champion and you're unsure, you can jump on YouTube. If you watch my channel, if I have a video on them, or there are plenty of raid YouTubers out there which will tell you their opinion on a channel. But just remember, wherever you are in the game is how good that champion is for you. Someone could say to somebody that Basher is not a good champion, when for certain people, depending where they are in the game, he is a good champion. All the champions have use somewhere in the game. You just have to see where you are at in the game in order to use them. Right, so the way this game is actually designed to play, it is very pay to win friendly. However, it's designed that you don't pull characters that regularly because every character has somewhere to be used. Let's say Cudgeler, for example. Look at his kit. He has double hits, he has counterattacks, and he has increased defense. Now, I have nowhere to use this guy, not even in the Dwarf Faction Awards. However, someone just coming up may only have 6 characters, and this guy could be really good for him. So, what you can do is look at the character and look on YouTube and say, hey, this character is good for me. I'm going to use my chickens on this guy to rank him up. Skill upgrades is probably the worst place in the game for free-to-play players. I have been saving my legendary books. I haven't had a game-changing legendary. You can see these aren't even fully booked. So I now have 27, but as you can see, I have 0 epic books, and that is what I need right now. I've needed epic books to finish a second man-eater so I can try and build an unkillable clan boss team, and I cannot get hold of them. I also have some rare books, but as you get later into the game, like I am pushing into late game now, you get quite a lot of rare books from your clan boss chests. Right, last thing is ascension potions. Obviously, in the potion keeps, you can get potions. I would suggest putting 1 of your energy refills per day into whatever potion dungeon is open, and if you can afford to do one of the other ones into arcane, it's always helpful because then you stock up on those white potions again. When something does happen, you're all stocked up ready to go. The arena is really hard to get out of early game, but if you're late game going free to play, you're already fine there. You're not going to have any problems. And the clan boss is another place where you can get a lot of rewards. If you can build a team strong enough to be in a clan that takes down Nightmare or Ultra Nightmare, you're going to get a lot of really useful rewards, but it will take you probably twice as long as a pay-to-play player to do that. So the main tips I would give you is do your dailies, claim all your rewards, and make sure you're trying to hit faction wars as often as you can. They give you glyphs. That can be the difference between you winning and losing in this game. Your Great Hall, obviously, as you develop it, will make your whole champion roster stronger per affinity. But what you want to do as a free-to-play player is save as much resources as you can. Get used to playing this game daily just for a little bit of fun. Don't plan on progressing very fast. You know, log in for an hour or 2 in the morning, do your dailies, claim your rewards. You have to play for, I think it's 3 hours in order to get the arena token. So throughout the day, you will get your playtime rewards. But don't try and progress too quickly. If you're free to play, there is no way you're going to join the game and then in 3 months' time have finished all your missions, be level 70, 80, 90, 100. It's not going to happen. The way I've been playing the game recently is I've been logging in and I've just been playing casually. People who want to get in and play this game non-stop all day, progress as quick as they can, reach the end, be farming dungeons really quickly, are pay-to-play players. There is no way you can do that free-to-play, but free-to-play is possible in this game, and it does work. Like I said, I have been pay-to-play, but I'm actually gone free-to-play right now. I don't know how long that will be for. I have spent a lot of money on this game, so I'm now at a point where I want to cut back the spending, so I haven't bought anything for a week, other than with donations that people have given me on the Twitch streams, or stuff, or money that I've made from making videos. I don't make any money here on YouTube yet. If you're not subscribed here on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button and head over to twitch.tv/T-WreckSs with 2 S's and follow me there on Twitch. I stream almost every day in the evening UK time, but there's a schedule on there that will tell you what time I'm normally live. Just hoard resources. Be that person in the game that doesn't have very many high level characters, is only in maybe silver 1 in the arena, but has tens of millions of silver and hundreds of thousands of energy and loads of gems. Now, the energy is the last thing I'll talk about in this video. Use your daily energy. Do not go to sleep with full energy because it won't replenish and you won't be getting the maximum amount out of the game. Use the energy every day. Go into the game expecting not to win tournaments, not to complete events, and probably not to complete fusions until you're mid to late game. Just collect all the resources you can, and then you can blitz everything in one big go in mid to late game. I hope this video has helped you out if you're a free to play player. If you're pay to play and you've gone free to play, hit that like button, leave a comment below, let me know, how long you've been playing the game, when you decided to go free to play. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and don't forget, get online and get wrecking.